Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to a day in my life. First of all, happy massive new year to all of you watching me right now. Yeah, we're really grateful for being alive another day, another year. I'm gonna kick the grind starting. But before we really proceed into the video, I just want to show you guys what I'm looking for on the chart. This is currently 7:21 a.m. I just want to do my analysis. Let's see what's on the charts for us. Let's see if I'm gonna see opportunities to take a trade. Let's hop onto the charts. So guys, this is good, like you all know, and this is the daily time frame. So I just want to start the analysis. So as you can see from the daily time frame, so as you can see, guys, we have a trend line. It's just a very simple. We don't really have anything much on the daily time frame, but as you can see, I marked out this zone in the 4-hour time frame, but this zone also span out. If you can see in the daily time frame, you see that okay, this zone has been reacted to a couple of times here, and also here. So this zone is a very powerful zone. uh yeah, so this zone is a very powerful zone, but at the end of the day, we're gonna see that there was also a zone here that price kind of reacted to and then came back but did not make a lower low, right? Or did not even get to this low, which is signaling a very massive uptrend. The uptrend might probably get all the way to this trend line, right? So which means we might just be seeing a very short-term reaction to this zone right here. Because if you watch, you see that okay, this kind of looks like a double bottom, and there was a trend line um that caused the reaction for this buys. So there was a weekly trend line that caused the reaction for this double bottom, and then change of strength in the daily time frame. So let's come back to the one. So we might be seeing a short-term reaction, probably all the way to this zone right here, to this daily zone. Just like a neckline break and retest kind of stuff. So we might be seeing, and price might just accelerate, just give us small reaction and then accelerate all the way to this trend line right here, right? So let's come back to the 4-hour time frame. So as you guys can see in the 4-hour time frame, you have a very steep trend line. Plus, we now have a very good weak reaction in the 4-hour time frame also. And so this was the zone I marked out in the 4-hour time frame. This zone right here. And so for now, I'm not looking to sell, and I'm not looking to buy, right? And I'm going to state my reasons for that. So I've really come to the conclusion of not taking trades in this kind of situation. In this scenario whereby I have something like this, let's say I have a very strong resistance zone, right? Resistance zone like this, and I have a trend line also coming to the daily zone. What I'm going to be waiting for is probably I won't just be looking for sell opportunity. What I'm going to be looking is for change of structure first, right? You know that now this resistance is telling us to sell, right? What I'm going to be looking for before even looking for an opportunity to sell, I'm going to be waiting for a change of structure, right? A change of structure first, and then maybe a retest, and then at the retest, I might now look for opportunities to sell, right? And also, if it's gonna be a buy, I won't just be buying like from in this zone. I'm gonna wait for it to break out first, something like this. So price got to the zone, came back. Gonna waiting for a break, a clear break, and then a retest. At the retest, now it has turned into a support zone, and then we might now look for opportunities to buy, right? But at that place, I won't be looking for anything to do for now. So as you can see, so now I'm come to the 1-hour time frame so that it's gonna be more clear. So let me come to the 1-hour time frame. If I want to sell right now, my strategy is already telling me to sell. But this kind of setups, I do not want to be taking this kind of setups, right? Now that the difference between setups and strategy. I'm gonna wait for a clear direction, to have a clear direction, right? So I'm gonna waiting for either a break of this trend line, something like this, either a break of this trend line, and then retest, and then at retest,
I can now be looking for opportunities to sell, and also for the if it's going to be a bullish stuff. So I'm going to be waiting for it to break out of this daily zone first, and then retest back to this 4 hour zone or the trend line. You get, and then start looking for opportunities to buy, that kind of thing. So you just have to be more patient. That's just the thing. You have to be more patient. And yesterday's own, I didn't even see I didn't even see the trend line, to be honest. So let me show you what I'm saying. This was the yesterday's own. So right here, as you can see, there was also a daily zone here. Yeah, I think it was also it was a daily zone and a 4 hour zone also. So I was selling here. I sold here. Price gave me an opportunity to sell somewhere here, and then I sold, and then just price just booked me, price booked me back up. So this kind of situation, I'm gonna be waiting for a break and then a retest back, and then looking for opportunity to buy, and also for a sell. If it's gonna be a sell, I'm gonna wait for a break of this trend line, and then probably a retest and then opportunity to sell, right? And not like maybe it's a bad decision to also sell, but it's more riskier, right? It's more riskier to just start selling right now, because of course you might say that the trend line, the price is going to react to the daily zone, and price is going to react to the daily zone, and you might say that price is going to react to the, so you just have to be more patient to wait to see what price wants to review, and then when you now have a more clearer bias, so something like that. And yeah, so for now I'm just gonna chill for now and look at what the market wants to do.
So yeah, guys, that's what I'm currently looking out for. Since these holidays, since the time we took a break on the Pro Farm account, I've only taken two trades. One was a win and one was a loss, which was yesterday. One thing I've noticed about those winning trades is that they're very, very clear to spot. Like they just look like textbook patterns. I'm gonna be more cautious about the setups I'm taking. If you can identify something in the market that okay, you need to improve on, and you know that if you improve on that thing, it's going to increase your win rates. And also just letting your trade play out and be patient for it to hit TP in terms of those crazy risk reward. Because one thing I've noticed is that those crazy risk reward are going to help you if you can just catch one of them, right? Just catch one of them, even though in 1 month. Let's say you are risking 1% and you catch a one show 10 trade, and you had the ability to actually hold. For you to exhaust the whole 10 trades, unless maybe you have a very, very low win rate, might still come market to draw down, but it's going to take a while, even at that. And currently, we don't really have a low win rate like that. My mindset is just focused on just following my strategy, letting everything play out, and just working on things I know I can work on and improve on, and things that are going to require more discipline, more patience, more awareness in that aspect also. And one thing I've also figured out that now I want to start analyzing like a day before. I want to like, since I don't trade the New York session, so I'm gonna be analyzing maybe in the night before I go to sleep or something like that. It's gonna give you more this kind of preparedness kind of state. It's gonna put you in a very, very prepared state. Those zones that sometimes if you just wake up and start analyzing, you might not see them. So which means before you slept you analyzed, and when you wake up you analyze. It's going to give you two instances whereby this maybe the zones you were not able to see, you now saw them, and just going to give you more clarity. That's the whole advantage that comes with preparedness, right? Preparing. And that's something I also want to implement. I made a video on the last day of 2024, and the video is going to be uploaded. It's going to go live this year, the last day of this year, right? And it's just a video, giving a message to my future self, what I want to have accomplished by the end of this year. And yeah, I really said a lot in the video, and I just poured out my mind. And first of all, like I said, I pray I'm still alive when the video gets uploaded, right? And because you can't be sure of the future, you get what I mean. You just have to keep pushing, and if you're alive, of course no one is praying for this, right? I hope everyone, me and you that are watching this right now, I hope we all live long. Let's just put it like that, we all live long. So I'm even saying it here so that I can accountable. You know that some people might make that kind of video and then eventually delete it before I don't ever want to be in that situation where I will not go and delete the video or something like that. So that's why I'm saying it here, so as to be, accountable or something like that. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So guys, I just finished reading this book, Atomic Habits, as you can see. I just finished reading it just right now. Even though I've read the book before, but I really didn't like digested it. You get what I mean? You know that there's a difference between reading and actually digesting what you read. So I just like reread it, and I started last week, and my goal is just to read one book per week or 1.5 week or something like that, because some books are more longer, and I'm just giving like 1 hour of my day to each to read books. And to be honest, guys, this book is very very filled with wisdom. This is one of those books that you should read as someone who is just starting to read books, and trying to develop consistent habits, and in the things you actually want to get good at, and a lot of things. This book and The Richest Man in Babylon, these two books, and if you're now a trader, then you should now read Mark Douglas. So which that's now making it three: Atomic Habits, Richest Man in Babylon, and Mark Douglas. Those three books, you should read it if you haven't read it. So let's both read this ending part together.
You can see it says your action reveal how badly you want something, which is very very true. If you keep saying your something is priority but you never act on it, then you don't really want it. Reward is on the other side of sacrifice. Response, sacrifice of energy always precedes reward, the collection of resources. The runner's high only comes after the hard run. Self-control is difficult because it's not satisfying, which is very, very true. A reward is an outcome that satisfies your cravings. This makes self-control ineffective because inhibiting our desires does not usually resolve them. Resisting temptation does not satisfy your cravings, it just ignores it. It creates space for the cravings to pass. Our expectation determines our satisfaction. The gap between our cravings and our reward determines how satisfied we feel after taking action. If the mismatch between expectation and outcome is positive, then we are more likely to repeat a behavior in the future. And then, for example, if you expect to get $10 and get $100, you feel great. If you expect to get $100 and get $10, you feel disappointed. Your expectation changes your satisfaction. Do you get? So your expectation.
And that is a very, very line that you can really apply to trading, because if you watch your expectation, what you're expecting, let's say you expect that this strategy is gonna make you shitload of money. You just found the strategy on YouTube, and then in the coming months, you just started having losing streaks, back to back losing streaks, which of course the fault is in your hands, right? But you've already expected that you're going to make shitload of money from that strategy that you just went to learn. Now you are disappointed, and that emotion of disappointment is something that you actually don't want to have in trading, because that alone has a lot of branches of what it's going to do, of how it's going to affect you in your trading wise, right, going forward on your journey. So guys, I'm just waking up right now, and I just want to check the chat. This currently I think to 12. So let's check the chat. Let's even see what happened on the chart.
With the look of things I saw before, I went to sleep, I already knew that I won't really be seeing a trade today. You get what I mean? So let's just see what's going to happen on the chart. So I think this trend line and this zone. Now that there's another 4 hour zone here that I just spotted before I went. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So, and as you can see, we already have a weak reaction to the zone. Then price reacted to the zone, and you might just see a push up. But I think that this daily zone is also going to hold, because as you can see, we kind of have I kind of having a consolidation at this zone. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, it's either we have a break and then I'm going to be entering at the correction, or we have a break and retest right here, and then we ride price to the downside. And but that's going to be tomorrow. And today's Friday. That's going to be on next week. And so let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
If it was me last week, I would have taken a loss here. That's just the funniest thing, right? That just show you how you really have to pay attention to little details and work on yourself and improve to be a better trader and spot those little things. You see some setups, you know that these setups really have a high rate, and you know that some setups don't really have a high rate, right? But you do that with experience, and you can say back testing, but sometimes, yeah, especially as if you are still backtesting work to some extent, right? But when you now experience it, like for testing, it's like you experience the pain itself of you leaving that setup alone and not actually taking a trade with it. You now know that it's the pain now tells you, now gives you a more reason to actually be disciplined with what you backtested. You get what I mean? So backtesting works to some extent, but sometimes you need to experience the pain also, so that it's now gonna give you more reason to to be disciplined. Just like I read in Atomic Habit, it says the type of pleasure you get after an action has been done now determines if you are going to keep doing that habit, or you are going to stop doing it. And that is why I do love it whenever I have a loss, after I know that this thing I did, I'm not meant to actually take that trade, right? Or I'm not meant to do this. That's why I'm always happy whenever I have a loss. So it's kind of bring my brain back that, okay, now this is a reason why I should actually not do that behavior again. You get what I mean? So yeah, that's just it. And this is just how my day look like. Most of 99% of my day, this is how it looks like. Wake up, look at the charts, read books, chill, and I just downloaded a movie I want to watch. So just chill and just make sure you're actually doing the things that are important. And yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I don't really have any friends. You get what I mean? So and to me, not having friends doesn't mean anything, right? It just depends on your personality. You can have friends. It just depends on your personality. That doesn't really mean anything. But me personally, I every personality have the advantage and disadvantage, right? If you're an introvert, it's gonna have advantage and disadvantage. So yeah, that's just how it is, guys. And this is my days very very boring. I'm super happy that I can actually share this. And if you guys learn one or two things, probably from the chat or probably from what I was yapping throughout, I really appreciate if you can help me like the video and help me subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And for those who have subscribed, I really do appreciate. And yeah, catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.